Hey, good morning, rise and grind. We're a little early, tiny bit early. I couldn't wait anymore. You know me, I get up, I got the Simpsons mug in hand. Here, if I hold it back here, you can actually see. Is is Boo Earns? It's Mr. Burns. This is excellent. Hard to see, hard to read. Anyway, we're just gonna start over here. This is Project Zach. It's a quiet morning. It was a quiet morning on Red too. I had to go peek. Had to go see what I see. It was pretty quiet over there. Pretty quiet over here too. EQ PvP. It's not for the faint of heart. It's for only the strong survive. I'm gonna sip some of this coffee right now. Rise and grind. You don't like my zoom, Chalogan? You know what I think? I think they should lock it first person, right? If they can't figure out the zoom, just lock it, right? If they can't figure out bow quest, just remove weighted axe on P99. If you can't figure out pack P zoom, fucking lock it up. Anyways, it's just my opinion. You'd rather play first person than 90,000 FOV. Listen, I'm not even on the full FOV. Check it out. This out. Barely. I'm barely scratching the FOV surface over here, so don't complain too much. Or I'll go back to my top down RTS, my EQ, my top down EQ RTS. Anyway, this zone is, oh my god, like, what an upgrade. Max FOV, max. No, you can see a little bit, just not at night. You can see shit at night. You can see too much. It's not that you can't see. It's you see. Put the camera on Lucklin. There's Assidious Vision used on Cybao. Really? I mean, Chalogan, now you're not. Oh shit, my pet's gonna die. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. That was close. That was close. Any player's an enemy on that Zoom. Yeah, I mean, shoot first, ask questions never. Let's turn the FOV down a little bit. I like it. I'm not saying I don't like it. When you see me turn down the FOV, not because I can't handle it. All right, this is a little more What would you say is a reasonable third person right here? I mean, I'm gonna end up back zoomed all the way out. It's just how it goes. Right. Trying to break the charm with a hide. It'll happen. It'll happen. One of these days. Anyway, look at this. 26 with a good chunk in. Nice little chunk in. There we go. Finally. Finish it off the hard way. Alright, see this weapon's really fast. I was gonna say, like, I can swing pretty soon after casting, but it's just because my delay is so fast with this weapon. This thing's busted up. It's like they should remove this from the game early. Keep it from, keep it from making the game too druid heavy. Damn. What a sword. Shout out to Bowden. Big Bowden, hammer of the good team. Hooked it up. Server first. He's been getting a lot of server first. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to get his first or two. This little, I mean, it's an alpha test. Who cares? But still, we're testing. The race. The race is on. Oh shit! I was gonna say, like, this guy's name seems a little short. Is that Lockjaw? That's Lockjaw. That's a good pet. All right. Now what I've noticed, at least with these Crocs, if I run, 10, 12 seconds ahead, I can cast Charm Animal and get it done before they get to me. Right? He's a little ahead of me. I'm just gonna keep spamming. Now I'll look. Now that I'm done spamming, see, he's gonna almost get to me. Almost. Anyways. I'm not even gonna buff Lockjaw. Okay, fine. Yeah, I will. I'll do Feral Spirit. Talk myself into it. Let's go. Anyway, we're testing. Oh, wow. At least my buff didn't go off. It dropped off Grizzle Knot. Is that classic? I was told it's classic. Like Legacy. Oh shit. I got bashed up by this little other one. Yeah, of course that didn't work. Of course that didn't work. Right, I'm gonna try to just root them both together. I'm charming Lockjaw again. It's not beat up enough. I'd charm the other one and try to kill Lockjaw, but Lockjaw's like fucking fresh. It has so much regen. Yeah. Yeah, that's our little secret. Nobody knows. Yeah, you gotta get the patcher works now, Chilogan. And I don't think you'll have any. Okay, we found another bug. All right. When you cast Feral Spirit, it doesn't have a space between target's name and the beginning of the spell text. I've got like a list of spells that some of them work, some of them don't. Let's go for that one. For stuff that'll give me XP. Starting to get a little slim out here, but the ones that do give me XP are so easy and so good. Okay, Lockjaw's not easy. I killed Lockjaw last night. I had to adjust my strategy a few times. Original strategy is what you see here. Charm Lockjaw, throw it at stuff. Eventually, Lockjaw will be weak enough that I'll feel good about it, right? No, because Charm breaks, as you just seen. Now we got a freaking, we got a loose one. Walk and they run away so early. All right, where'd that one go? I get a snare on it. Okay, this is fine. This is like for all the times Charm to break. This one was fine. Root off. I gotta stay near the other thing because otherwise I won't get the XP. The XP range is really short on this server. Have you noticed that? It reminds me of like how long, like how close a pet can attack on P99 post change. You know what I mean? Where they change the range of pet obeying you and reporting back. Goblin, you never saw the question mark surname? Oh, shit's classic, dude. At this point, this is classic. How you doing? Where was that one I was trying to kill? Remember what I was saying? Remember what I was saying about the XP range is so short? I don't think I got the XP on that one. I dotted it up. I tried to stay near it. Yeah, question mark surname. It's the new meta. If you don't got a question mark in your surname, are you even playing EQ in 2026? Dreamer Sky, what's going on? Hey, Rise and Grind. It's getting started over here. I got Lockjaw charmed. In fact, I'm gonna drag the pet window right over the group window. I don't got a group. Okay, Lockjaw. What else? You know, just start killing everything. I'm trying to get Lockjaw a little beat up. Oh, God. Charm off. Okay. Plan 2. Plan B. I run all the way up the beach. I find a dark blue deepwater crocodile. I charm it. There's a light blue caiman. Uh-oh. Is Goblin on? Oh, shit. I'm not alone in the server anymore. Gotta look over my shoulder again. Jeez. If we find a deepwater croc, maybe, just maybe, turn the tide. Fight Lockjaw. Man, where the deepwater crocs at? I didn't kill enough placeholders. I think they all seem to be like, you know, sharing. I could be wrong. Oh, here we go. Deepwater Croc. Where's it at? Coming out of the water. All right, all right. Charm this. Hopefully Lockjaw doesn't catch up and interrupt me before this is done. Okay. Charmed. Get it. Oh yeah, I was fighting another one. Forgot about this guy. He's like a little green guy. Alright. Deepwater Croc. Shield of Barbs. Feral Spirit. And then we're doing okay. I'm even going for the Cayman. Get it out of the way right now. Okay, something I'm noticing. Oh, I was going to say, it doesn't get pulled off the way like a P99 pet gets pulled off a lot. I just saw it get pulled off, though. Alright. Lock in on this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 20%. Oh, shit. Here we go. It turned just in time. Crit versus Undead with Pally works now. Same with Rangers on animals. Whoa, really? Is that classic? I don't remember Rangers critting on animals in classic. Alright, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Lockjaw vest. And a gnome meat, huh? Oh, don't go too far. Where would patch notes be? In the Discord or something? At level 12. I see. Interesting. Alright, look at this. 30% in. Dark blue. Nuke it one time. I'm getting... Uh-oh. I see a giant in the distance. Yeah, good XP. It's like, this is the zone I've been looking for. Alright, I was looking at Lockjaw Vest versus Foreman Tunic. I sold the last one I looted. Last Lockjaw Vest. I needed to buy some spells. I'm scraping along the bottom of the barrel here, money-wise. Right? Druid spells are not cheap. And there's so freaking many of them. Okay, so you can only have one description for an item open at a time. It replaces the old one. Is that intentional? Do I need all of them? I need a lot of them. Yeah. Yeah. I do. I do lag a little bit when I close all the bags. I gotta figure out what to allow in the firewall. I tried to find it earlier because I saw it. Somebody said something about that, and then I think it was you who came in with the fix. Because I do read the Discord. Anyway. That's what I'm saying. I gotta find the program. I did a quick search of the list, but maybe because I wasn't like logged in, I wasn't seeing it at the time or something. I don't know. I don't know. But men up a little bit. Yeah, Goblin. For which program? Like, I'm gonna say it's not the projectexec.exe. That's just to launch the patcher. What's like the actual the name that needs to be allowed? That would help me. Anyway, so we're just getting started over here. I got enough mana to kill a bunch of stuff. But if I'm patient, if I'm, you know, a little more uh Casterly. You know how casters are? How they're frequently netting, getting mana. They want to cast, they want to do stuff. This is something I'm getting used to. I like to run around and, not med. What about the Karanas? Dreamer Sky asks. That's a good idea too. I think that's the one port I didn't buy yet. Like I said, I'm scraping along the bottom of the barrel right now. So I think that's part of my goal today. I want to get 11 plat to buy the next gate spell. I can gate to West Karanas, buy, or not West Karanas, West Commons, buy the Karana gate there, and then go to the Karanas. This is part of my journey this morning. We're just getting started over here. It's gonna be a good one. Now the only problem with getting 11 plat is these gators, these crocs, these caimans. It's not it. I'm not getting any plat over here. I do occasionally lose some words. Words of I got a bunch of spells queued up, ready to go. That's part of why I'm broke. I bought a lot of those group spells. I guess I could sell one of those and buy it back later. The whole project deck folder. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna write this down. Leveler Sand Giant. That reads me for sure right now. Not 100% sure what level. I'm 26 though. Gargoyle Eyes. Ooh, yes. Whitelist easy folder. I'm gonna put a little checkbox next to that for me to check off later. All right, thank you. Thank you for notifying me of that, Goblin. Appreciate you. We're going back at it. Back at it with 50 mana. No, let me. Sorry, let me try to be smart. Try to do it right. Forgot Feral Spirit. A couple buffs on, maybe. Nothing crazy. Just see invis so I can, watch my behind. In case any freaking, enemies log in. Even though we're all EverQuest enjoyers at the end of the day, some of us are on different teams. So that's, that's drama free. Charm XP is too good at the moment. Yeah, so the Karanas are going to have a ton of targets. Definitely. I was there, so I never realized that this level 5 quad, right? Oh no, this is the single target. Hold on, where did I put the quad? This level 5 quad. Where'd it go? Invoke Lightning. Here we go. Targeted AoE. Level 5 nuke. There it is. It took me so long to freaking find this. Level 5 nuke. Quad. Amazing, right? Gets you in quadding mood. Gets you ready. You're like, hell yeah, I can't wait to quad on this server. It works so good. Or, what I mean? It's so good for the quadder. The way mobs just kind of pile up on top of each other, like, so readily. Like, you can't wait. Doing orcs at Orc Hill. Like, pretty much as soon as I get the spell. Horrific. You don't get another quad spell till 34. What the fuck? This level 5 nuke, it's not cutting it anymore. It hasn't been cutting it for a long time. Can't quad anymore. I'm waiting. Wait until 34 to quad again. I don't remember that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I played a druid, but I guess I didn't play a druid in classic. Like, it's usually like my first alt. But like, I don't play it like seriously usually historically. I always thought they could quad. I thought they had like quad spells all the way up. I didn't know that, Live and learn. There's a PBAOE between. Yeah. So I think I got that in my book too. I haven't tried to mess with that too bad here yet. The stuns are so brutal. Like pulling a bunch of stuff and then like potentially getting hit by it has been just Too spooky for me. Alright, here we go. Dark blue. Be a damage shield. Piranha's quite good for me. Yeah, I'm thinking you're right. I just need 7 more plat. I could potentially get that by selling, you know, the group Piranha port or something, and then I'll buy it again later. I think it was from Tox. My thought was like, oh shit, I'm here in Tox because I took the Spire port. I'm like, I'm here. Let me buy all the group spells so that I, you know, I don't have to take the Spire again. Not thinking that like I'm gonna get like Tox Gate in between, you know. Live and learn. Live and learn. Oh shit, my pet's like getting beat. Do they summon the spires? The spires do a portal every 10 minutes or something, but it alternates between like the 4 Nexus ones, basically, I think. Or something like that. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been to the Nexus, so I don't know. Do the mobs summon? I don't know yet. I'm only level 26. We'll find out. Oh, it's 25 minutes? Oh, I thought it was 10 minutes. Shows what I know about this. I can't try to hide while attacking. I thought I turned the attack off. Whoops. I'm like still waking up, you know? Forgive me. I'm gonna try to kill these without a pet and see if the XP is a little better. What expansion is it on? We're on Classic right now, but it's gonna go up. I'm hoping we launched to the moon. Let's go to Luckland. You know? I wanna go. I wanna be an astronaut again. You know, that's classic EverQuest. Classic doesn't stop at Velius just because Rogan said so. You know? There's so many classic expansions. So many classic expansions. And we're missing out on P99. That's my opinion. Nobody asked. I'm just over here, you know, loudly proclaiming it. Classic stops at Kunark, says Goblin. I mean, that's an opinion too. It's a wrong opinion, but it's an opinion. Your meta at G-Face Sire got sucked into Luckland. Didn't have the expansion, your shit disconnected and you had to petition your wizard out of there. Nice. Nice. Alright, let's see here. Woo! Not bad. Not bad. Pretty prosperous. Let's met up a little more. Alright, I'll check these corpses, but they're not going to be pretty. Chunk of meat. What's that, like 1 silver? Okay, one thing about this client. It tells you the prices. I mean, that's not classic. We could probably do without that, you know? I don't even know when they added that shit. That would be after I quit, and I quit in Pets Do Take XP, yeah. That was one of the things I wanted to test here. So, I mean, hey, with a charm pet, easy to deal with. Break the charm before you kill. Right? As long as you have mana. Charm breaking when you don't have mana, finish stuff off. I was dealing with that last night. Because I would med till about right here, right? 20%. I'm at 24% right now. So I would have already been pulling. I'd go charm something, which takes like most of that 20%. And then I'm, you know, have that fight and stuff. I'm sitting. I'll be good to nuke some stuff at the end, you know, when everything goes right. Charm breaks. Now I'm casting some snares. Now I'm doing this. Now I'm doing that. I don't have the mana to recharm, and it's just a whole scramble situation. That's classic. See, here's what I was afraid of. And not afraid like, but more like afraid like, uh-oh. So if you read this, read the description here. Charm animals. It says right here, duration. 82 ticks, 8 minutes to 205 ticks, 20 minutes and a half. So, charm up to level 33. First of all, yeah, I went to a red con and tried it. I looked up where stuff caps out at 33. Kazakh Thule has gators, crocs, like a whole bunch of them, you know, towards the wand. steel golem spawn. Tons of them in there. They're like red because they're like level 33. Or up to that anyway. Damn, this thing teared me up. Where am I going with this? So first thing I did with this spell was go see, can I charm a level 33 with this? Hell yeah, first cast, charmed a level 33. So that was pretty good. I think I got lucky though, because it did resist a couple recharms. You know, it was about 50-50, I'd say, probably, charming the red con. But hey, that's pretty good. Enjoyable having a pet that's considerably higher level than you. It's pretty good. Druid charms only magic resist, no charisma. Really? Well, anyway, so I tried that out. Awesome. Totally good. But the thing I was worried about, like I said, it wasn't like, oh my god, I'm so scared that this is going to be the case. It was more like, uh-oh, that would sure be scary if that was the case. It doesn't say that it could drop early, right? It kind of implies it's going to last somewhere between, or I mean, I know this is the range of, it's with your level, and then it specifies right here, 88 ticks at level 26. That is the maximum. That's not how long it lasts, okay? Which is good. It should not be fixed duration. That's way too strong. And it does break early. I've had it break very early, you know? Which feels classic to me. I'm not complaining about that. Just charm Lockjaw. Used him for nice killing. Let's go to the Karanas. I'm over this. I'm over this zone. Unless we go find another Lockjaw right now. Let's go see. See if Lockjaw is the 100% spawn or something like that. I've seen him twice now, back to back. I could be lucky. Saw the Frog King back to back after the Tuesday stream, right? Tuesday every week. I like to choose a game to play, not necessarily EverQuest, but sometimes I also play EverQuest, you know? I don't like to be put in a box like that. So I might play it. Never saw Lockjaw, only Hatar. Yeah, I gotcha. Let's see. He was out this direction. I only just killed him though. I don't know what his respawn would be. Like somewhere near the dock. Probably in the water. I don't have track. When do druids get track? I gotta find that out. Yeah, I don't see no Lockjaw yet. But where was I going with this story? I had some story I was think. 30. Light blue croc. You know what we could do? We could test pet tracking.
Ishiwatari EQ subscribed to your channel for 11 months.
Hey, Ishiwatari EQ, what's going on? We're just getting started over here. Cheers. It's you know, rise and grind time over here. Testing out Project Zek. How's Red doing? I saw you holding it down over there. Always good to see. You know, I popped in for a second. If I saw some action in the zone I checked, then I was gonna start the stream off over there. But I'm very excited to help them test this Project Zek right now. Teams PvP. So far, you know, client's a little different than P99. But I'm having some fun with it. Oh yeah, let's test this. Pet attack. Alright, pet attack would be one word. Pet attack. Lockjaw. Pet attack. 2 words. It didn't do it. Pet attack A says. Okay. Alright, pet attack Lockjaw not working. So I don't think Lockjaw's up. I don't think Hatar's up. Let's try typing the whole name. What about pet attack A_ghoul? No. No underscore either. What's something that doesn't start with an A? Oh? Orc? I don't know if the pet tracking will work here. Which I guess is good, right? Trying to break stuff. Now, if Lockjaw is up and I can't tell the pet to attack Lockjaw from across the zone, I'd say that would confirm it. But I don't know if Lockjaw is up. We need something with... Okay, how about one of these guys? These guys have names. Islana. I can't tell to attack Islana from way back here. Interesting. Maybe I better tell it to back up before too far away. Okay, good. Good. I wanted to test that. Almost forgot to. Alright, I don't see Lockjaw though. Let's go to Karanas. There's so many targets in East Karana. I've seen that. I'm aware of this. I'm gonna gate to commons. Sell Karana group port. Buy Karana single port. Or as we say around here, make a silent move. Nobody knows. Nobody knows I'm going to the common lands, okay? That would be dangerous to let people know where I'm going ahead of time, because then they could get there first, set up, and then I've ambushed myself practically. Alright, anyway, let's see. Ring of Karana, 11 plat. Yep, a little out of my range. Unless I sell... Oh, if I sell this. 3 plat. Almost there. Sell the chunks. Sell the no meat. Whole 8 copper. Beautiful. This says 1 silver. They give me 8 copper. It must be my faction. Different. Alright. Group. Damn. These are not very good deals. Alright, I'm writing down which one I'm selling, so that's my charisma. I'm selling... How do you pronounce this word? Sucker? Sucker? Sucker. Sucker Lava Storm. Is it a third option I have not considered, perhaps? I don't know. Alright, do I have enough yet? I'm close. Like, a couple gold away. I should do it. Beautiful, with a whole gold to spare. Good thing I didn't try to tailor that thing. I almost tried to tailor that thing. Alright, Ring of Karana. On the good team, I feel pretty safe at these druid rings. Are there any neutral druids? There must be neutral druids. Filthy halflings, right? Let me guess. Anyway, get started over here. I added a new one for channel points. I thought it was silly anyway. A new alert. Okay, so now that I have Ring of Karana, you saw how long it took to memorize? That's nothing. You should try memorizing your level 1 spells at level 1. Like, start doing it and then go do something else. Come back later. That's my recommendation. It's tough. I don't know if it took that long in Classic, but I wasn't a caster. So maybe it really did. I was a warrior. Never had to worry about such things like scribing spells. I did the tutorial. I don't remember it taking that long in the tutorial, but there's a lot of things in the tutorial that were, you know, slightly different from the game. By that, I'm definitely referring to that one part where you kill like a level 1 skeleton and then loot something that sells for like 10,000 gold. They would have gave you 1,000 plat. You know, let's face it. That's different. All right, we're find some of these. Man, okay. So this guy's got like all the level 24 spells that I couldn't afford to. So that's good. That's good. Go to East Karana. Using my J boots. See if we can do better than that. Alright, where should I met up? It's a good spot. Probably the Druid Ring would have been the best spot to med. Because I'd be protected by druids, right? Met on the bridge. Trying not to stare at the map, right? Old habits coming back. I hate that. I hate staring at the map, not taking in the sights. I don't want to miss the scenery, you know? I want to miss these beautiful trees. What's going on in there? What's happening? What's happening? Nothing. Don't want to miss that. Ooh, cool. Turn the map off. How about that? When that bridge appears in the distance. Such a good feeling, you know? You see the chain links, you're like, hell yeah, this is that. What UI is that? So this is the default UI, I believe, for TAC P, but with Zeal added. I don't know. This is what they're doing on Project Zek. I'm just playing. I'm usually a P99 player. That was the only emulator server I ever played. Oh no, that's not true. I played that one drug box too. But Poppy in the house. This is Teams PvP. Right now there's only a couple players on the whole server right now because we're testing. Here's the other one. He's in the zone. Probably close in level to me if he's in this zone. I better met up. I've not been very diligent with the metting. Soulless Perfection, welcome. Hey, rise and grind. We're just getting started over here. It's a Thursday morning tradition. I did 52 Thursday morning rise and grinds last year. I don't know how many in 2024, but it was a thing then too. I'm going strong. It's 2026, and rise and grind number 2. I don't usually number them, but it is. It's the second one. I remember. The first one was on New Year's morning or something like that. It was an early morning. Get up at 6 a.m. Well, I get online by 6 a.m. I get up before that, get ready, start brewing the coffee, feed the cats, you know, got 2 cats. If I don't feed them before the stream. Uh-oh, Poppy says, you want the smoke? My zone. Whoa! I don't know if Poppy wants the smoke. We'll find out. I'm 40% mana. I don't know what Poppy is. I know who Poppy is. It's Goblin. Goblin's in the chat. He's an EverQuest enjoyer through and through. But I know he's about that PvP life. That's cool. I am too. I am too. I'll keep an eye peeled. Level 13. Oh. Oh. But I mean, he has another option. At least one other option. I don't know. I don't know what Goblin's up to. I know he has a high level Necro. Ask me how I know. I do know that. So I'm gonna say he's evil team. I don't think there's any neutral necromancers. I think Goblin's evil team. I think I could easily confirm this from Discord, but um, you know, I always talk about knowledge is power. This is what I know. This is what I know right now. Here, Soulless Perfection. These are the UI choices this client here for Project Zek had pre-installed. So I'm going out of these. I'm almost certain I'm using default because I didn't change anything, and like that's what default means, right? And none of these other ones sound like anything I would touch. You know, I like it plain. I like Velius UI. It's not one of the options. I would try to mess around with Stone UI, right? Real classic. That'd be fun. It'd be immersive. But I don't think Stone UI with zoom out to the freaking moon would be a good mix. Let's look. Let's zoom way out. Ooh. DX UI. I'm not changing any UIs right now. I gotta stay with what I got. This is TikTok ready, right? You know the cinematic vision I got. You put the left hand up, you put the right hand up, you chop off the left and the right. You know? That's a vertical video. The TikTokification of EverQuest. Live. Bringing it to you. Otherwise, I don't think I would set this up like that. You know, to be honest, I like the middle free. That's where I like to do my dragging of the mouse, my turning, all the stuff. Holy shit, it's Poppy. He's here in Pog form. He's Green Con. He's got long range with that thing. He must have went behind the bridge. Now he's saying he would give me props if I could play in this in PvP, this view. I'm starting to think, yeah, maybe it's a little tough to actually see players. Right? Well, you could see them coming easier this way. I don't know. I don't know if this is easier. Let's get the FOV a little in. Sweep the leg. No mercy. Yeah. Get the FOV 60. I had it before. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, there he is again. Where is he? Where's the little bastard? He's really good at hiding. There he is. I had to bring the FOV in a little bit. He's going to try to lead me to a trap. What class are you? You a ranger? Are you a halfling ranger? What's going on with this? Cool. The reptilian lizard man government FOV. See what he does. Let's watch and observe. Swarms does nothing. You don't like the swarm? I got a better one. That's my low level one. See if we can land a snare on this Fugitive. Let's apprehend this fugitive real quick. Can he interrupt my cast? Oh, no, not that cast. Can't let him backstab me. I know, Rangers can't backstab. Seven damage. 1 damage. Sheesh. He snared me. Just rock him with the chain nuke. Even though it's not really hitting. My damage shields. There we go. 32. Do we let him live? No. No mercy. Sweep the leg. For good team. A Gorge Hound. Holy shit. The Gorge Hound come to turn the tide. The Swarm does do nothing. What do we get? No money. A coin. Where's the coin go? The item? Item. He started it. I wasn't gonna do it. That was a good test. That was a good test. Thank you, Goblin, for the test. Obviously, I had a level advantage. Like a mean level. Like I would be a bully if I was going out looking for a fight like this. But Goblin's the one looking for the fight. I need better dots. Okay, so I have better dots, but my I don't know why I'm telling you. You're on evil team, but listen, between me and you, from one EverQuest enjoyer to another, my conjuration sucks. Okay, it's above average now, but that's a new development. The conjuration's so bad. I've been working. I've been summoning drink. I've been summoning food. I've been summoning drink and food. Occasionally, I try summoning the other stuff, the Halo, the Firefly orb or whatever, you know, stupid stuff. I'm always casting my dot. That was how I leveled for, you know, a good chunk of the last 20 something levels until I got Charm. And even now, I still try some cast my dot every now and again. Go to the trainer. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Goblin, you're always full of good ideas. I might have to go do that. Does a good job of calming down. Took him like he was probably stunned. You know? Stun is brutal. Spiders are better for me at this level, probably. Thank you. I believe it. I'm a newbie. I'm a newbie to this piranha shit. I tried to quad out here with my level 5 quad. That was not good. The level 5 nuke was barely tickling them, believe it or not. So spiders are animals, huh? Is that classic? That the way we're doing it? That what Brad wanted? I don't know. I'm not like I've leveled druids. I just don't remember the process at all. I just end up pretty high level. Zoom out a little further, look like an RTS. That's what I'm saying. It's like a top-down RTS. It's so funny, right? I could. We can zoom out even further. There we go. Top-down RTS. StarCraft Quest. Honestly, you even got to zoom in a little bit. It's like too much. Too much way out here, even for that. It'd be like here. Just slight angle. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm bringing it back. Bring it back in a little bit. No, it's dark at night in this game. I've tried turning the gamma up, right? Is that the cheater way? I'm not trying to cheat. I'm just trying to be able to see what I'm doing a little bit, you know? Doesn't seem to matter, right? That's it. It like gives you a set like gamma. I'm pretty sure, as far as I know. So that's good. That's classic. I like it dark at night, right? Immersive. I said that in Pantheon. I was talking about how that's what I like the most about Pantheon when I played it. And that it was early access. I think is it still? What's going on with that? Create a human, you'll experience real darkness. I know I'm almost afraid. Try something that's not got a little bit of special eyes. I noticed if you equip a light source, it like kind of pulsates a little bit. It could be a setting I have going. There's so many settings. Oops. Yeah, I gotta allow the game through the firewall, because when I close and open bags, it hangs up for a sec, you know? Uh-oh. Dark Stalker. I hope it doesn't see what I'm doing to his cousin over here. Okay. Oh yeah, Crag Spiders. Dark blue. That's nice. Different. Different. Alright. Anyway. Let me refill the coffee. I got another mug worth downstairs. I'll be right back. Hey. Shit. I was gonna say, I hope Poppy's not in the zone again. Looking for me. Not hidden. There we go. Now I'm hidden. Poppy, don't cast See Invis. Don't find me, okay? I'm trusting the rest of you. Oh, he's on a corpse shrine. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna mess with Poppy. If he logs on his Necro, I might mess with that, you know? I'll be right back. Let me get some coffee. Let me caffeinate so I can cash these checks my mouth is writing right now. Be right back. So quick. So quick you won't have time to jump me. Cheers. Got the Mr. Burns mug. Crag spider. Only works on animals, so I cannot charm the spiders. That's good. I didn't think a spider was an animal. I thought that shouldn't count. That's why I was asking, is that classic? Because it sounded weird. If it's supposed to work. Yeah, target this evil eye. I could probably try root rotting a spider. Honestly, I think Oasis, even though the procs were a little sparse.
X Poop Slinger X rated your channel with 11 viewers.
Hey, Poop Slinger, good morning. Cheers. It's the rise and grind. I know you're probably about to go pass out. Any exciting EverQuest adventures early this morning? I'm just getting started over here. We're doing a Project Zek test. So far we have tested good stuff today. Nice. So far we have tested Charming Lockjaw. Hey, it works great. Charm breaks a lot, sure. He's got high resist probably, but it works very well. Wonderful pet. And then we tried Charming Gorge Hound in PvP. It worked. And then we tried charming a crag spider. Does not work. It's not an animal. Can't charm a spider, which I think is good, right? I'm not a druid expert. Maybe I should have tested a class I know a little better, you know? But that would have meant I was on evil team, and I'm not evil. I'm a good, you know? I'm on good team. Go good guys. And anyway, there's no good Shadow Knights. There's a Paladin. Maybe I'd test Paladin, you know? It's like the good Shadow Knight. I just gotta pretend that my lay hands is a harm touch, right? Close my eyes and hit the button and pretend it was a kill shot and be like, yeah. And then open my eyes and be like, okay, let's do it again. Let's fight again. Because now they're like full health instead of dead. That'd be fun. Maybe we could do that. The pretend Shadow Knight. This server has maps. Let's go check out what that earring guy's hold. What's his name? Haddon? Let's go check Haddon. Go check Pizgin. Oh shit, it's Poppy. It's Poppy. Zeal has maps. Yeah, a little posty. Sorry, I'm always getting confused of what is from Zeal, what is from, you know, Pack P. This is Zeal has maps. Well, I was told I was about to fall off that shit. Ooh, right? Is that a cliff? It's dark over here. No, that's not the cliff. The cliff's over there. They're working on their own Zeal version to restrict things. Yeah, good. Because we should get rid of the maps, I think. Because otherwise, people are going to look at them. Can't have that. I was just looking at it, you know? Can't have that. We got to enjoy the scenery. That's my opinion. That's my unwanted opinion. Gorge of King Zorb. And what did I come up here for? Oh, I was like, oh, let's go see what that guy's up to. And then I go the complete wrong direction, right? I'd have to go back through North Karana to West Karana. And then I could go to Kanos Hills. I'm not in West Karana. This isn't Kanos Hills. I'm all turned around. Some things are needed from Zeal, like the turn rate thing is weird in this client. Zoom out. Yeah, so honestly, maybe we'd be better locked first person than having the zoom so crazy. You know what I mean? If it had to be one extreme or the other, I feel like first person is a solution. That's my that's my vote. Or yeah, more limited zoom. As much as I say I like this, it's too crazy. It's way too crazy. Even the free spin, the left click drag, it's fun. It's useful, but not even close to classic. I don't even what era added this? Was this ever in EverQuest? So I think opening the inventory and having the rear view here would be nice. Turn rate with mouse is really, really bad without it. Ugh, sucks. See, I don't know anything about this stuff. This is, like I said, my first or my third emulated server. I did the P99 thing. I did the what's that other one? I can't think of the name of it. The one with no bards. The no bards PvP server. I did that one. And now this. This is the first time I ever had to use Zeal. EQ Mac is not made for anything like that. Zeal makes it playable. You guys are doing great work. I'm sure you'll get to the bottom of it. You know, how to get what you want and leave what you don't want, right? Chop and I don't know. Where am I going? Maybe back to Oasis. Try going to the Kazakh Thule, maybe. What else had? Oh, the wanted map in. See, like I said, it's just my opinion. It's not like anybody wants that opinion. Further evidence. Let's see. We go to the Firat. Go to Kazakh Thule. You know what? You know what's bad about that? Want target ring? Hell no. Why is it in? It better not be. Oh, target ring is hideous. Yeah. You want to see my gear? Verdi 007. I'll show you. My gear is a lot of it was freebies, right? The Priest of Discord is handing out free J boots. Pretty much all this gear came from Priest of Discord. It's like a nice classic set. Nice mid-level set. So honestly, it took away the need to try to rush a lot of this stuff. Some of this is the kind of stuff you'd be going to get pretty, you know, once you're strong enough to keep you in that path of getting stronger. Not all. This one came from Grizzleknot, right? Bowden got that for me. Server first, rocking that. And then Bowden helped me with this one too. Gator Scale legs. It dropped first ancient croc kill that I know of. That's nice. But yeah, here's probably the crown jewel. Golden Afridi boots. You know, that's almost like a little beyond mid-level gear. That's like those are good. Those are nice. I do have a pumice. Don't tell Goblin, okay? Goblin's on the other team. One of the other teams. He's gonna have to find out the hard way. But I got that thing on me. You know I don't leave home without it. Alright, where was I going? I was gonna go back to Oasis maybe? It ain't much, but it's honest work. I can't think of anything on Fadewar I'd really want to charm. Okay, maybe Kedge Keep, but I don't think I'm ready for that yet. I don't have the Enduring Breath. Mammoths would potentially be good, right? If I'm strong enough. I don't know if I'm strong enough for a mammoth yet, but if I can charm them, if they're level 33 or under, it doesn't really matter if I'm strong enough. It matters if another mammoth is strong enough. And you know what? Mammoth versus Mammoth? I'm putting my money on Mammoth all day. You know, that's easy. That's easy money right there. Mammoth versus Mammoth. Let's go. But here's the issue. Here's the rub, right? There's always a little rub. I could go to the Karanas and start running and running and running, crossing many zones to get to Everfrost. Or I could go to Surefall Port, right? I don't know where the Surefall Port is sold. I'm starting to think it's not classic. Get the fishbone earring so I'm ready for Kedge. Yeah. Honestly, if I make that run, I would definitely have to stop there and see. That's a definite good idea. Hey, the dude, we're just getting started over here. Good to see you. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. But yeah, maybe next time I gotta go refill the coffee or whatever. I'll port to North Karana. I'll run to West Karana, and then I'll hit auto run. You know what I mean? Hit that auto run button, and then go get the coffee and come back. Hopefully, all the way across West Karana safely. Right? What could go wrong? Nothing. Nothing could ever go wrong. AFK running across a huge zone. It's fine, especially with the map. You know, just point right at it. Ring of Ancients acquired. Yeah, I mean, it's out here. I saw the Ancient Cyclops last time I ran through. But when they're giving out free J boots, it really takes some of the excitement out of seeing AC. What level do druids get track? I gotta check that out. I don't remember seeing it on the trainer. Probably 30. Well, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Charming stuff has been wonderful. I'm going back where we started. Started this stream off. Charming Oasis. You thought 25? Oh, I'm 25 now. Maybe I should go. Well, I'm 20. 26? Hold on. What level am I? I'm 26. So if it was 25, I'm slacking. Wouldn't be the first time. I don't have the Misty port either. I wonder if it was higher level or I just couldn't afford it. Probably couldn't afford it. I'm broke. Scraping along the bottom. And a bunch of green orcs. I could have sworn I saw a dark blue orc at that camp last night. Maybe I dinged since then, but it would seem there's a level range to them. P99 says 20. Well, I mean, it could be different. We've seen some things some different from P99, but Tim, if it was level 20, I'm really slacking. All right. XP. Let's do a little check on the XP. 45%, let's call it. Right? I love the blue line. Blue line makes it so easy. Every blue bubble's 4%, right? 5 makes a big bubble. 20 divided by 5 equals 4. 4%. So got a blue bubble plus a quarter of a blue bubble. It's 5%. 45%. You know, without the blue line, you're guessing. Without the blue line, it's P99. What's up with that? What's up with P99's lack of blue line? Go to the North Karana, the trainers. There's really a trainer in North Karana too? I know there's a spell vendor up there. I didn't know there was a trainer. Do with the bear. Oh, hell yeah. I'll check that out. Thank you for notifying me of that, the dude. I was not aware of this. I was just there too, but it's okay. We'll kill some stuff down here. Kill this dark blue croc. I got charmed eventually. Then I'll try to get not spells. Skills. Might be different since it's not Pierre. You know, it might be. It might be. Wouldn't be the first time. Okay, hold on. Did I not get XP from that ghoul? What did that ghoul con? I thought it was light blue. Maybe not. I never conned it. It must have been green. Because I said there's the XP range is short here, but it's not that short. You know, I was really close to that thing when it died. So I'm blaming the level of the ghoul on that one. I want the crocodile a little more beat up. That didn't do much. That didn't do much at all. If anything, I think it regened HP through that fight. Hey, cheers to Charm. Working great. Project Zek alpha playtest. Listen, the server's launching spring 2026, right? That's the projected start, I want to say. All right. That guarding. It's plenty beat up now. Need to break the charm. Charm works so good that even when you want to break it, it was a hide issue. It wasn't a charm issue. Full XP for this one. Should put me over halfway, I would think. I got like 1% over the course of a couple kills there, but you know, some of them were just fully green. Like 1% for that light blue, really. Put me at 46. There we go. About 51.5%, something like that. Too easy. Full mana, ready for anything. Just gotta keep looking for once I give XP. At level 24, this would have been crazy. I came here at 25. Flew through 25, and I was like, oh my god, this was the zone I was missing. You know? There just wasn't enough animals in the other zones I was leveling. I'm not buffing the pet this time. If I get Lockjaw again, I'll buff it again. That was pretty good. Buffed up Lockjaw, just going crazy on all the other crocs. No one's gonna be no XP. I just trying to clear some placeholders here. I want to get some higher level Crocs. There we go. Light blue. That'll be good for another percent, maybe. Oh. Charm broke before I could stick it on the other one. Root already broke. Quick root. Alright, where'd that other one go? Change of plans. Trying to make sure I had no momentum. Trying to channel stuff. Tough enough in this server. Maybe add in water. Oh my god. Quick charm. Get a little distance. If I get enough distance, I can catch it right before it hits me. Right before it hits me. I don't know if it only works with the Crocs or I'll have that kind of luck with a lot of charmed animals. Let's see what the cast time on the next one. With all non-sound mobs, nice. Too easy. Too easy, little posty. Alright. What else? I did notice a couple interesting differences in Lower Guk. I was exploring. I was running around. That's a zone I know very well, like the back of my hand, right? So there was a couple things that they're there, but they were in a different spot. And I know P99 isn't the authority on what's where, but some of the stuff we'll see. We'll see. The huge water elemental didn't see invis, which is good for me. You know, I hate that thing. I hate that guy. But I will straight up admit it. You know, I got a whole list of little things. I'll put them on the Discord. I'm trying to help, you know? I'm enjoying it here. I think it's really fun. Man, this Deepwater Cayman like doesn't want to die. Helpful Chewy. Huey. Yeah. Alright. Deepwater Croc, 25%. Deepwater Cayman, dying. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're testing too. Gotcha. I'm still learning, you know, the crew. Oh. Hail. Hide fail. I said hail, and then I didn't know where to go with that next. I'm like, hail what? What am I talking about? Hide fail. Hide fail again. I just want to break the charm. It's already regen like 5%. I didn't even tell it to sit. I think it would be probably like 50% by now if it was sitting. Alright. I could try to invis myself, but I'm going to fizzle like a embarrassing amount of times if I do that. So there we go. There he is. Oops. Camo would have been faster. Yeah, maybe. Perhaps. I've noticed things take full dot damage, whether they're moving or not, whether they're rooted, whether they're just stationary. I'm not sure. Oh shit, I have terrorize animal. That's good. Forgot about that one. Alright, now if I get a pet and let the pet do the last percent, you think it'll steal XP? Where's this deep water croc? Must be under the water. Okay. Oh, must be over the dune. That's the one I'm trying to kill. I'm trying to run a test over here. Where'd the croc go? Alright, whatever. Oh shit, there's one. I don't know where. Times like this, a targeting ring would certainly be helpful, but where is this thing? I got it on my target. I found it. Alright, whatever. No target ring. Here's a green one. The whole point is I want to see if the pet will steal half the XP, even though it didn't deal more than half the damage. Although at this point, it might have dealt... It might deal enough damage because it's regen so much. I don't know. I don't know if that worked or not. Hard to compare something to nothing. Found the dark blue one. My improved dot. Let's see if I fizzle all my mana. 4 fizzles, 5 fizzles, 6 fizzles. There we go. Only half my mana. I only fizzled half my mana. No skill up. Never skill ups. That you got to get used to that, right? The skill up is whew, rough. And it's kind of you know, exacerbated by the faster XP. So you end up really out leveling your skills. But it's like, I swear, even when you're really trying to grind the skill up, like casting spells over and over and over again, like I got my evocation up by just sitting at a safe spot, targeting myself and just nuking myself over and over and over again until I was out of mana and out of HP, and then sitting down, medding, doing it again. I did that so long and still got like no skill ups. You get some, you know, it works. You do get skill ups doing that, but like, oh, like I don't know if there's enough time in the test. Get your skills up by spring. It takes so long. But maybe that's good, you know? Maybe it's too easy on P99 or something. I don't know. Holy shit. How can I see it? Spells in. Honestly, that's such a bad one to cast under pressure. Because I fizzle so much. Then when I don't fizzle, it gets interrupted. Now I gotta try again and I'm gonna fizzle some more. Oh, what a bad idea. I'm just not. Trying to break this shit before the other one dies. There we go. Two. Oh yeah, I'm getting that other one definitely stole XP. Look how much I just got from that. This one's a dark green. No XP. No XP from a dark green. There's no difference. Doesn't matter what the text says. Whether it's could pose problems, whether it's looks easy or whatever, you could probably win. No XP from the greens. I thought I saw that earlier. I thought I noticed that, but I was like, oh, I must have been too far away. I don't know if that's a bug, right? Or is green supposed to just be green? You don't get shit. Remember when they added gray cons? And you didn't get loot from them? That was, they walked that one back from what I remember. I remember people didn't seem to like it. I don't even think it made it to all the servers. I think that it was so poorly received that they just, like, canceled that plan. It was something like they were tired of high-level players killing decaying skeletons or something. They wanted that, like, noob economy of players kill low-level players kill, you know, low-level things, get loot that the high-level players still want, and then that way there's like kind of some back and forth trade, platinum trickling down to new players, bone chips trickling up to higher level players. It was something like that. You know, it was the trade skill stuff, it was the bone chips, it was all that. They're like, perfect idea. Just make it so, you know, high level player kills a skeleton, they don't get anything. That'll fix it. But I don't think, you know, people like getting stuff when they kill stuff. Turns out. Oh, I remember. This wasn't P99. This was retail. This was a long time ago. It would have been Variant, even, I think. You know, it was that long ago. Remember Variant? Anyways, let's get a little more mana. This is a nice zone for me. Even though there's a lot of green cons, it's still, the XP's kind of flying. East Karana with the Wolves, pretty good. Hey, Grimlust, what's going on? Rise and grind. I hope this day finds you well, too. Just getting started over here. I was about to, possibly brew another pot of coffee. Here's the thing. I just finished pouring pot into this mug, and now I'm about to slug the rest of this down. So hey, rise and grind. Cheers. We're just gonna start. Now, if I want more coffee, I gotta make more coffee. I gotta decide that. Something I gotta think about. But what I don't gotta think about is what I'm doing Sunday. I'll tell you right now, Sunday, Swamptacular Splash Fest 2026, number 2. I'll be on Twitch. I'll be here at this channel doing it live. You can log back into live. It wouldn't let you for maybe 2 or 3 years. Hey, you know what? It hasn't let me in a couple of years. Maybe I should try. Yonder Wiley, did you do it through Steam or what? Now, this is something I thought about recently. When I successfully logged in EQ, I think I did it through a standalone launcher. But when I tried in recent history to log in, I did it through Steam. And I'm wondering if that's why I have an issue. This is just something that's occurring to me now as we're chatting. So I don't know. All right. You never use Steam Live EQ once, always the standalone. So maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll try that before I try anything else. You would not try to log on Live EQ even for 1,000 euros. I would do it for less than half of that. I would try right now for less than half of that amount. You know? I would try. Probably wouldn't work. You won't use Steam if you could help it. Oh, I love Steam, dude. Steam's like fun. Steam is like my favorite. It's so user friendly. Any Oilers in the chat? Oh, here we go. Dark blue versus light blue. Let's go. Steam best in slot. Like it's hard to beat. Like just the readiness of it. Everything. Okay, I shouldn't say I've had no issues. I've had one issue. I got this game I love. Lords of Magic, right? Yonder Wiley knows I've talked about Lords of Magic a lot. Anyway, I got Lords of Magic on Steam, and it does not run right on modern systems, right? You got to do like all sorts of like compatibility mode, like virtualization, something. It's not user friendly in the way every other Steam game I've ever experienced has been. Now, keep in mind, this is a game from the 90s. It's not originally from Steam. It's just been ported over at one point. And I think it was like Windows 7 days or something when they ported it over, because it's not even close to working, you know? Best I've been able to do was like, I think it was in VirtualBox, running like XP system. I was able to get it to load up. I was able to see things. But then when I get into a battle, because it's like a turn-based top-down thing, in the overworld, but then when you battle, you enter like a real-time pausable, like tactics thing. Almost like Baldur's Gate style. Like it's like Baldur's Gate style combat, like the original Baldur's Gate or Baldur's Gate 2. Anyway, my point is everything was working until you get to those fights, and then the combat doesn't move unless you're panning. If you're moving around clicking and dragging the map around or something, then combat will advance while you're moving. But as soon as you stop clicking and dragging the map, it stops again. It's like that's the closest I've been able to get it. It's like, you know what I mean? Like little things. It's not just a simple user error. Like I've been digging, I've been trying. This is a game I want to work. I wanted to play it. Lord of the Realms 2. It's one of the Steam titles that actually works. That's funny. Yeah, Lords of Magic, not getting the love that some of the other Lords did. Lord of the Realms 2, fucking blast, medieval county simulator. They're actual cows. Wow. Uh-oh, charm off. I'll try to root them together so I can reevaluate. I'm going to charm the dark blue one. Oh, they're all dark blue ones. Cool. Try and get the pet a little more beat up. All right. Shit. I'm still thinking over here. This one's going to run too. There he goes. But fleeing on this server is quite the adventure. Some stuff will turn and run at like 45%. Like if you're higher level, it seems to be based on your level difference. Something green to you will run a lot earlier than something, you know, dark blue, it would seem. Whether it runs at all seems to be level based. And you can be extremely low HP. But if you get your target to that flee number, it'll flee. It doesn't like stop and think like, oh, I can win this fight if I don't flee. Reds run at 5% or something. Yeah. It's interesting. What am I doing? Why did I snare this? What am I doing? I was gonna look for that dark blue one and charm it. Instead I just snare a target immediately. So I got a snared pet. It's fun. Hit that one. Oops. Holy shit. I'm clicking so wildly trying to loot this corpse, I unmemmed the root. I thought I saw dark blue deep water. Alright, good thing the caiman ran towards the croc, because this croc's snared. If it started fleeing, I would have been swimming. I don't feel like swimming right now. Yeah, I said I was going to go think about making coffee, and here I am still fighting. Clearly not thinking about anything except for which target's next. I figure I'll use up my mana before I go do anything like that. That way when I sit, I'm making gains. Making blue bar gains. Ooh, who's this? Regular sand giant. A swimming skill up. That's one skill that I've had no trouble raising, right? You go in a puddle, you get 3 skill ups. It's like faster than I would expect. Whereas many other skills are slower than what I expect. Oh, charm off. I guess I recharm it. Have it fight something else. I'm getting chased by 2 right now. Wow, it hit me. It hit me! I don't know what to do. That's gonna interrupt. If you're getting hit, you're not channeling shit. You're just not. It needs to miss every attack. Okay. Never mind. Prove me wrong. I was able to channel through a single point of damage. I was wrong. It's because my channeling skill is getting better. Definitely very skill based. When my channeling was lower, there was no hope. There was no, you'd be standing still and getting interrupted. Like not in combat. It's crazy. Alright. Deepwater Croc's getting beat up a little bit. Good. Excellent. This dark green, if my theory is correct, will not give me any XP. So I'm not going to bother breaking pet early, right? No XP. Get real close to it. I know it's not. No XP. Crazy. Yeah, fizzle all my shit. Alright. White, blue. With no pet to steal. Let's see what I got. Not much. Not much. Is what it is. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Alright. Get a little mana. Hey, don't go too far. Alright, I'll be right back. We're just gonna start it over here. Delicious fruit. Forage skill up. What a rare treat that is, a forage skill up. Holy shit. I would like for hide to work, even though I don't think anything paths over here. This is a PvP server. Who knows? Maybe somebody stumbles upon me and they don't have C and Viz. I would sure like to come back with my coffee still alive. Oh, man. 3 hide fails. If hide fails again, I'm not hiding. It'll be our little secret. Alright, be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Coffee is brewing. Thinking of doing a little extra special longer rise and grind. You know the rise and grind like clockwork. 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Thursday morning, right? It's 7:45. You know, I'd normally be talking about, you know, what's coming up in the week, trying to wrap it up, wind it down, but today, let's push it. Let's push a little more. That's why I got more coffee brewing, you know? Let me get a little extra rise and grind going. right, light blue. Starting to really run out of targets here. Yeah, it's coming out of the water. I don't know if he goes into the water when I start casting above the water. I don't know if it interrupts it. I don't think line of sight is interrupted at all. Or, you know what I mean? I think you can start a spell with line of sight and then finish the spell without line of sight. Like, period. Pretty sure. It'll require further testing versus players, versus animals, versus undead, indoor, outdoor, you know, see what works where. Different kinds of spells, different spell lines, you know. There's a lot of... You can't just test one angle. You got to test all angles. That's what I'm here for. Right now we're testing Charm. You know, the basics of it. It reads like it's fixed duration. It's not fixed duration. It's Charm like you would expect. Sometimes it barely lasts, right? You cast it and it breaks. You know, that's Charm, right? But I will say, with the level cap of charming up to level 33, I was able to go charm Redcon Crocs in the Firat pretty easily. You know, the only trouble I ran into Kazakh Thule was just the layout. You know how the layout is. It's an indoor zone, but you go down to that alligator pit and then tell me you're indoors. You know, like you don't got room. You don't got an elbow room to move around. It's not like this place. Holy shit, I got no XP for that. That was light blue. That was a light blue skelly. It gave me no XP. Right? Hold on, I considered this thing somewhere. I know I did. Dry bone skeleton. That was light blue. I got no XP for a light blue. That's weird. It's real weird. Did I hit it? I feel like it doesn't matter. My pet killed it. That's so weird. Alright, anyway. Strange things happen in this game sometimes. Regardless of the server, regardless of the client. I remember on P99 a few weeks ago, I was killing stuff on Sussy the Bard. I say a few weeks ago. It was probably a couple months ago at this point. Time flies when you're having fun, and I was certainly having fun all 2025 long. Whether it was a Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest, whether it was a Thursday morning rise and grind, as we are in the midst of right now, whether it was a Tuesday, the newest day on the calendar. You know, sometimes it's EQ. Sometimes it's EQ. Not always. It's whatever I choose on a Tuesday. So listen, when you see me streaming, when you see Big League Chewy going live, check what day it is. If it's Tuesday, consider I might be choosing a game that's not EQ, and it does not mean I've quit EQ. Okay, it does not mean that I'm done with this game. No. This game calls me back. I keep coming back for more. I love this game. It brings me a lot of comfort and joy over literal decades now. Okay, so don't you worry what I'm doing on a Tuesday, unless you want to come on down and join me. You know, sometimes I'll show you something maybe you've never seen before. Or maybe you'll see something you haven't seen in a long time. Or maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll be playing the new hotness, but I doubt it. That's usually not my, that's usually not how it goes. The new hotness usually costs new hotness money. I'm usually more of like the new hotness on sale shopper. But it's like, hey, Steam still gets my money one way or another, whether it was a sale item that I was not planning on buying or whatever. They'll get it. They'll get it. They'll find a way. Anyways, speaking of Steam, that'd be a Tuesday thing. Thursday and Sunday, you know I'm here on EQ. You know I'm solid with it. I called myself the most consistent EQ streamer. And it's because of the schedule, right? The schedule is set in stone consistently. That's anybody wants to come at that crown, we could talk. We could go. We could get talk about consistency. Anyway, number one EQ PvPer on TikTok while I'm over here boasting my titles. Okay, that's just a given. Okay, I got new ones coming out soon. I just came out with a new one. It was okay. It was okay. If it wasn't like a Shadow Knight mirror match, with like all the freaking gear a Shadow Knight could want, like I probably wouldn't have uploaded that one, to be honest. But you know, I think I had a little something. I think I had a little something special. It was a fun one, fun day. Red 99 still gets some action. Like, I'm not gonna sit here streaming on Project Zek and not act like Red 99 isn't still like a very fun free for all PvP server that you know, I gotta go check, because you know how it goes. They see me over here and they think Guck is safe. Like, oh, Chewy's playing Project Zek. I could go do whatever I want on Red 99. Let me go to Guck. No! No way. Shut down. Off limits. Flowers only. Happy zone. Not just Guck. Just Red 99 in general. Like, I'll keep checking. You'll see a lot of flowers on Project Zek, but we're all gonna keep checking Red too. And even, you know, sometimes doing some groups. I'm thinking of possibly this Sunday's Swamptacular Splash Fest 2026 number 2. Might get a little Red representation. I did a whole Sunday on Project Zek this past weekend. It was very fun, very fruitful. I got many levels during that stream. And look at me now. Look at me now, even higher. So that being said, I don't want to get too carried away. Maybe do a little Red grind. I got a lot of pals that are sticking with Red. I definitely want to keep playing with them, you know, have a lot of fun. Doing a lot of good dungeon crawls, if you will, on Red. And who knows, maybe we get into some PvP. There's still some other crews out there. Like I said, they're feeling emboldened. They're feeling emboldened seeing all these flowers on Project Zek. They think they can get away with whatever. Telling tales and out of character chat, but that's nothing new. Out of character chat is you know, a mistake. There should not be global OOC on Red 99. Nobody benefits from that. It's just a place to spread your nonsense, misinformation. We don't need that. You know? There's enough of that in the real world. Why we need that in Norath too? Anyways, I saw. Okay, I know this is something I was talking about on stream. So, if you were wondering, if you logged on Facebook and went to the EverQuest group and you saw an anonymous person had taken a stance against the AI slop wave that's hitting all those groups right now. It was not me. I wouldn't have posted it anonymously. But I was just going to keep my opinion to myself. Somebody got brave and spoke out against it, and they are getting absolutely dabbed on. I feel bad. I had to, you know, there's like 2 comments in agreement. I gave them both, one of them blue thumbs up, like, yep, I'm on your side, you know, and I gave the OP a thumbs up, but it's just like the comments. There's probably 100 comments. 97 of them are like personal attacks against this anonymous member who dared to, you know, say that it's getting a little cringe to keep telling your AI to have you and Stephanie EverQuest making out and stuff or whatever they're doing. You know, I try to scroll past as fast as I can. It's hideous. Have you seen this stuff? What they're making? You know, our beloved. What's her real name? Fiona Vi. I skipped all the cutscenes. Okay, listen, I don't know the EQ story as well as I should. But Stephanie EverQuest, they're making her do like horrible things in these. online spaces. EverQuest Facebook group. Used to be, I'm not going to say it was a good place. It was never really a good place, but now it's a terrible place. Like, ugh. I'm about ready to leave that shit just so I stop seeing it. It's terrible. Especially when she like morphs. You know how the AI stuff, it like can't keep like the faces straight. It'll start turning them into somebody else. Anyway, it keeps morphing Fiona Vi into Amy Schumer. Like that's what it looks like to me. Like I said, I try not to look too hard, but like it's crazy. It's crazy what's going on in these groups. Anyway. I know there's like ethical debates to be had or whatever. I'm not even trying to get into that. It's more about like their their cringe upload. Like you're posting cringe. Like I don't ugh. Anyway. That's just my opinion. My loud, unasked for, un Benny Two Thumbs, what's going on? It's 2026. I'm still rising and grinding. We're just getting started over here. I brought my mug downstairs, otherwise I'd show you the mug. It's the Simpsons mug, the Mr. Burns mug. It's downstairs. I'm brewing another pot. Normally I'm just getting offline right now. I'd be talking about let's go lead a raid, let's go this, let's go that.
There he is.
Hey, there he is. There he is. You just got off work? Hey, listen, I'm glad that I kept the stream going a little extra long today. I'm off. So I'm here. I did the rise and grind thing, and now I'm gonna push it. We're gonna stay locked in and clocked in this wonderful world of Norath. I love this place. This is Project Zek, right? If you see me zooming way out, don't worry, it goes further. It goes further. This is because of Zeal, okay? This isn't their fault. They say they're working on it. But look what I could do. I could play top-down freaking whatever this game is. Pretty cool. Different perspective. The time for Lucklin is now, and by that I mean the camera is on the moon. And we're... Ant Sim, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Anyway, this stuff's like... I'm not getting any good pops. I killed like everything on the beach. At one point or another. Trying to pop some more dark blue freaking deep water crocs. Best I got is a single light blue, and honestly, these dark greens are not giving XP. Not that it's like not enough XP for me. No, they're literally not. No XP is gained. And the light blues have been sketchy on it too. Can't even lie. So, I don't know. I might move on from this zone again. We might go back to East Karana again. I went there, messed around a little bit, and then came back here. Because I thought this one was the best so far that I found. As far as I got enough room to move around. Even if the charm breaks, I could go do whatever. When I was down in the alligator pond in Kazakh Thul, it's an outdoor zone, but you got indoor elbow room. You know what I mean? Like you root a croc in that hallway. Can you squeeze past it to get to the other side of it? You might get hit. You might get stunned. You might really regret coming to the gator pit at this level. They're like red to me. I can still charm them though. It's not about if I can kill a croc. It's about if the crocs can kill each other, and they can. They can wonderfully, and it all goes great until it goes wrong. And then when it goes wrong, there's nowhere to scramble. I need something outdoors, scrambleable. Oasis has fit the bill, but I think East Karana will also. Project Zek, Shaner Dogs, the new PvP team server on the horizon. It's coming out in the spring. I'm helping with the alpha test. If you want to help too, we're looking for more. You know, we're trying to get teams going, right? It's hard to test teams PvP without enough players, right, to really get the full effect, right? Right now I'm testing some mechanics of, you know, basic EverQuest. Don't really need teams for that. But, you know, for some of the stuff that would be unique to a team's PvP server, sure. Alpha test just started around, what was it, Christmas to New Year's, somewhere in that little gap. Wonderful time to launch an alpha test, you know? I'm an early adopter. So if listen, I'm gonna put a little link in the chat. This is the invite to the swamp, right? This is my Discord. You join that, find that link, click that link, join that link, and we'll get you pointed to everything you need to get going on Project Zek if you want to do that. But listen, even if you don't want to get into Project Zek yourself, you want to watch me play Red 99, Project 99 Red, I should say, or the PvP one, or this server, either through the alpha test, the projected springtime launch, whatever we're doing, I'll do it here on Twitch. 2 EverQuest streams a week, at least. Every Thursday morning, you're here now. Rise and grind. Normally, here's where I'd raise the mug to you, but I gotta go fill it up. It's downstairs next to the brewing coffee, which I'm sure is done brewing right now. And then Sunday, every Sunday, including this weekend coming up, is the Swamptacular Splash Fest 2026. And listen, we're just getting started. It's the perfect time to get in on the Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2026 because we're only on number 2. 2025 had 52 of them. I did it every single weekend. It's like, it was what, over 350 hours of EverQuest on Sundays in 2025 coming out of me, you know? It's all on YouTube. You want to go back, catch the lore. It's on the permanent record. You know? Got it all. I'm gonna, is that an exclamation point command? I gotta add that one. I thought of one that would be a good one. YouTube. And then I could put the link there. I have a to-do list. You know? You can teach an old shoe new tricks. I'm learning. I got the exclamation point commands. In progress. Alright, there we go. Who's online? Let's look into this. Me and Poppy as Goblin. Shout out to Goblin. I'm gonna do it right now. Does this work? Okay, I gotta do / shout out. Maybe I get the exclamation point shout out going too. There we go. Shout out Goblin. He's the one who informed me about this project. He's been streaming it too. Anyways, we're just getting started. Literally. 8 a.m. on a Thursday. I'm normally done by now, but I'm just warming up. I'm feeling moderately to majorly caffeinated. Right? It's coursing through my veins. I'm feeling alert. I'm feeling energized. And I got another pot brewing. So what's after that? I think severely caffeinated. I'm about to be severely caffeinated. So let's go. Let's go back to the Karanas. So I'm gonna med up. Don't tell Poppy that I'm coming to the Karanas again. Okay, he's free to do his own thing. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm thinking Gorge Hounds. There were more of them over there than there's Crocs over here. There he is. What's going on, Goblin? I'm not gonna mess with you, even if I'm in the same zone as you. I want still in the background. That's what's up. If any PvP happens, I got some gum to chew to celebrate it. I was still drinking my coffee before. Speaking of which, you got 9 arrows left. All right. That bow had pretty good range. Halfling Ranger. That's an interesting choice. Because I feel like that was Luckland. It's a Luckland thing. When did they add that? I want to go to Luckland. I don't care. I'm willing to overlook many things on this server if we can at least go to Luckland. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. I'm so sick of Velius. I don't even go to Velius. I'm sick of Velius. I'm not saying I'm sick of Classic. I love Classic. Add what? Luckland expansion. I want to keep going. Let's go. Let's go to the moon. Let's go to the moon on this one. I know it's not your choice. I'm just saying. I hope that's what we do. You know, Luckland's wonderful. It's a wonderful expansion. Got so many good zones. Got AAs. Come on. So it'd be a great thing for you to experience. You know, it's a blessed expansion. I know it's popular to shit on Luckland. Luckland is like the Final Fantasy VIII of EverQuest. You know what I'm saying? It's a masterpiece, and it does not deserve the hate. Okay? Mic drop on that one. I'm gonna go get a coffee. That's what I mean when I say it's the Final Fantasy VIII of EverQuest. Hey, cheers. That was Chester leaping away. He was behind the green screen. I didn't even try to get him. Coffee's so hot. Hold on. How am I going to cheers? There we go. How am I going to cheers and then not sip the coffee? Whoops. That's delicious. Doing the generic hazelnut creamer again. You know me, I love that stuff. I'm a creature of habit. That's why I keep coming back to EverQuest. Again and again. Alright, what was I doing? Going to Karana, seeing if I could skill up there. Possibly the guy with the bear, right? That would be cool. Light blue croc. The light blues have really been stinky. 1% is a good light blue. Not even getting XP message is also an option. So I'm really not thrilled with my crocodile meat buffet out here right now. They're doing place used to be good. The quality really went downhill. You know, you ever have a local restaurant like that, you know, used to be good. Maybe it won an award or something like that, and then just rested on its laurels. I feel like that's what if this was a restaurant like Oasis Buffet. Listen, this place went downhill. And somebody else chimes in and they're like, "No, you just got to go on the right day." I don't know, man. This meat was all green. And then you're like, maybe it was just better when I was younger. You know what I mean? In EverQuest, of course, that's lower level, right? Remember when people would sign their forum posts and their Alakazam comments and stuff with their character name, and then instead of saying like level 12 druid, they'd be like druid of the 12th leaf You know what I mean? People got real creative with their, because you couldn't just say level whatever. We got to bring that back. Let's bring that back. Did it ever leave? Is that what people are still doing in the Alakazam comments? If you're still on Alakazam in 2026, is that what you're still doing? I feel like yes. Is Alakazam still a website in 2026? I feel like probably, right? And maybe it's a different you know? I feel like I've gone to it and not just an archived version. And it's still a mess. It's still like that like real web 1.0 not mobile friendly almost like GeoCities / Angel Fire-esque hodgepodge of you know, like it had its time, and that's why I kind of like looking at it. Deathwalker was the EQ version of the Skywalker Privacy. You're talking about Sam? Remember this? I feel like nobody brings. Yeah, nope. Lil Posty, you're the first person to bring up Sam Deathwalker since I came back to Twitch. I'm starting to think nobody remembered this guy. Interesting topic. Yeah, I feel like this is a topic for a whole deep dive one day. Where's that deep dive? And also Fancy. I mean, Fancy is always, you know, held in high regard. Oh, yeah. Yeah, cheers to Fancy. If it wasn't for Fancy and his battle cry, I don't think I'd be playing on the good team today. You know what I mean? I only know who Flowers of Happiness are because you know, Tree Rat had shown me not only, you know, his own gameplay or whatever, but he'd shown me his guild's forums, which were awesome. And I would frequently be going to notaddicted.com, the original Flowers forums before it became notaccult.com, you know? Way back in the day. So I was very familiar with Fancy the Bard, and yeah, go good team. If it wasn't for that, I don't think I'd be on the good team right now. I'd probably be comfy in the swamp. Let's say I'm level 26 right now. Let's say I'm level 26 on the evil team in this alternate universe where I never grew up loving the tales from you know, Fancy the Bard and you know, Blart and the swamp defense stories and all of the picture stories that I could consume. I was. And anyway, if in this alternate universe where that was not my background, I'd probably be plenty comfortable on a troll in the swamp right now, you know, like I do on the free for all. I'm over there in the swamp because I love it. I love playing a troll. I've always played a troll, you know. But to be a good guy, I'm willing to leave my comfort zone and learn a lot about Druid. This is not my first Druid. This is, you know, I guess my third Druid with any substance, and I've played other people's Druids that I didn't make. So I know what Druids do. I know how to do a Druid. Druids are amazing. I'd say they're like an assassin. They're like the most assassin-y class of all the classes besides maybe wizard. You know what I mean? Like you think you think assassin, you think rogue. Sure. But like a rogue's got to run, you know what I mean? A rogue on their own, they're running, they're taking boats. They're doing a lot of not very slick travel, you know? In the world of EverQuest, you could see a rogue coming a mile away because of the /who. You know what I mean? Whereas a druid, they're like the pop-up boys. They're all over you. I love that. You know, that's a real assassin right here. The druid. They come in with the nuke. They got the they got some stuff. They can run faster. You know, they can make those rogues into the assassins that they were meant to be by, you know, porting them and giving them the Spirit of Wolf or Sow. You know, I like to call it Sow. I know some people pronounce it other ways, but listen, I'm a divisive figure in this EverQuest space, okay? So listen, I'm going to tell you right now, on this channel, it's Sow. It rhymes with WoW because, you know, they're both acronyms, right? WoW, World of Warcraft. Nobody's saying woo. Nobody says, oh, I play some woo. So why do you say anything other than Sow when you call it Spirit of Wolf, right? I don't know. That's just my loud, unasked for opinion, and I'm gonna bring it up occasionally. You know, it is an opinion thing. Unlike the pronunciation of the expansion after Velius, which is of course Luclin. That's a fact. That's not an opinion, right? It's not Looselin. It's not. What's the other one? There's like 3 different options that seem to have their own supporters. Yonder Wiley says it's really so. It's not. Why? But with what logic? With what logic would it ever be? What? Why am I running? I'm talking about how good druids are at getting around. And I'm running. I'm running like a rogue. Let's just take a little trip. A little trip to the Karanas. No, it's Sal. Come on. Luclin, Looselin, or Lukelin. Yeah, Growly Bud. Thank you. I say it's Luclin, and I'm correct in that. You know, it's not even up for debate. That's just straight up. Straight up, Luclin. Confirmed by developers. You know? It's just so. No, it's not. It's. Listen. I'd sooner respond to Spirit of Wolf, right? If you're gonna say it that way, you might as well call it by its whole name if you want. Thank you for that follow. Hey, if you want more unasked for brash opinions, you just followed the right channel because I'm full of them. I've been full. I was full of them in 2025, and listen, I'm not holding back this year. We're gonna have some discussions on this stream through the course of the year. All of us. It'll be fun. Why do I not have tracking? What's up with the tracking? Is it not on the list? This is why I never got tracking. And this is why I didn't know what level tracking is. Because it's not even on the list. Oh, there it is. Level 20. Okay. It's on the list. I found it. They're both wrong according to FOH records. Well, I gave you my logic, okay? And World of Warcraft came out in, what, 04 or something like that? So, like, you could be quoting something from before that. But I'm just saying, like, nobody's arguing that World of Warcraft is WoW, right? You see those letters, WOW, WoW. Everybody is in agreement with that. So let's take that logic and apply that logic. It's Sal, like cow. Punjord. You are correct. You are 100% correct in this. It's the way it is. You know, I don't make the rules. I just observe the rules and apply the rules equally and fairly. And that's, you know, that's what it is. You know, unless we can get everybody on board with calling World of Warcraft woo or whoa, you know, you want to cast Spirit of Wolf and call it so, okay, no problem. World of Warcraft's whoa, you know, let's get everybody on board, and then I'll agree with you. You know, otherwise, listen, it's I don't make the rules. Anyway, we're just getting started over here. Normally, you wouldn't have even seen this. You wouldn't have even experienced this right now. If you're just tuning in, I would have already been gone. I would have been, you know, wished everybody a good morning because I do a 2-hour Rise and Grind stream so early. 6 a.m. East Coast USA till 8 a.m. East Coast USA. You might be like, hey, wait a sec. My watch shows all times, and I know East Coast USA, it's past 8 a.m. right now. It's 8:24. You're right. It's a good thing you got that fancy watch because, yeah, I would be late if that was the case. I'd be in trouble. But I'm not in trouble today. Listen, we're just getting started over here. Rise and Grind surprise special extra long is in effect. And I'm playing Project Zek. It's the new teams PvP in the alpha test. I'm very honored to help test it. And listen, we're looking for more testers. I say we like I have anything to do with this. I don't. But I'm an enjoyer for sure. So that's my Discord. Join my Discord. We'll get you plugged in to their Discord. They got all the instructions. You know how EQ emulating works. You know what's required for all that. They got you. They got you the instruction manual, and it wasn't even that bad. I'm probably one of the laziest when it comes to making it happen, like doing the installs that gotta happen. If it's not like immediately simple, it's usually, I'm on to the next thing. I got a whole backlog of Steam games that I'm trying to play. Like if I get a little pushback on an install, I'm usually just on to the next one, So I was able to buckle in and get this one. You'll test calling it Spirit of Wolf the correct way sometimes. That's what it's called. Alright, Gorge Hounds. Greeny, damn. So the spiders are blue, but I don't have an effective quad yet. The Gorge Hounds, Dark Stalker, so far I'm seeing greens. Oh yeah, where's my tracking? That'll help. Oh my god, this stuff's all greened out. Not good. I gotta go to oh man, I gotta go to Everfrost or something. And there's no Surefall port, right? It's not classic. We're in the classic era right now. One light blue Gorge Hound over here. Okay. Go to West Karana and then take that nice long jog across West Karana. You know I love a big zone. Nothing like a big, huge zone to really get you in the mood for gaming. I get it. They're trying to make an immersive world. They're trying to make something that people got excited about and told their friends about. And listen, I remember being told some very, very bold claims about the size of this world. I remember being told that it was like the size of Rhode Island, actually, was what I was told. It would take longer to run across Norath than it would take to run across Rhode Island. This is what I was told. Now, maybe this was just a local rumor because I was told this in school. And, Rhode Island is only a state away. So, it's like, That sounded huge, though, right? To run across Rhode Island. How long do you think that would take? You know, it's not a big state, but it's like I probably started in Karana. Yeah, right. If you start in Karana and then like extrapolate, like okay, there's 10 more zones east, then yeah, this is gonna be huge. But yeah, West Karana is huge, and we're almost there. Good thing I got Spirit of Wolf, or SOW for short. You know, the approved abbreviation. It's not the first time I've tried to start an argument. Okay. Sorry, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. All right, 70% into 26. Run my happy little self. Run my little elf feet all the way across this. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to thank my lucky stars that this is classic EverQuest right now, okay? If this was Kunark, you see these trees? They'd be about 3 times the size, and there'd be about 5 times as many. And I would have no hope of auto running across this zone. You know what I mean? You would get stuck in a tree 1000% if this was Kunark. But this is classic. You got a shot. You got a shot to make it, I think. You know? So that's nice. Kunark, the trees in Kunark, I think I hold a grudge, honestly. It's not even that there's so many of them. It's everything about them. The way they look, the way they move. I think it lagged my system up when I was a kid. When I was, you know, experiencing it for the first time. I had a lot of trouble in Kunark zones. Like a lot of trouble in Kunark zones. I honestly, I blamed the trees. There's just so many of them. They were swinging. Like a cool little feature or whatever, but like it was kind of a lot. I'm not gonna say it's a lot now, like my system can't handle it, but it's a lot now as far as like, really, you're swinging these trees? We need to swing these trees? Anyway, just my opinion. What's going on with my yellow bar? Am I losing endurance from running? Is that classic? I don't think ever in my life have I experienced I remember losing endurance swinging a weapon. I remember that being kind of a big deal as a warrior in classic, but I feel like they eventually kind of did away with that. Not kind of, like fully, like it wasn't even a thing. It might have been around the same time that they stopped calling it stamina and started calling it endurance. Do you guys remember this when it was called stamina and you have a stat called stamina, but they weren't the same thing? Remember this? Or is this just something I remember? Like egg-shaped pumice. Does anybody remember egg-shaped pumice? Listen, I want somebody to back me up on egg-shaped pumice one day, because it seems like nobody remembers it. They were instant cast. Vendors sold crystallized pumices. And instead of being the moonstone graphic, they were like the sharpening stone, aka egg-shaped. You guys remember this? Honestly, knowing what pumice is, like in a mineralogical sense, pumice does not look like this. Okay, maybe it's crystallized pumice, sure. You 100% remember that because you had never seen the icon before, right? Pumice to me looks more like, I don't have one on me to show, but the icon they use for a sharpening stone, which is you know, a more rough, dull thing. Like, okay, it's crystallized. Sure. But like, I don't think it would be pumice if it looked like this, you know? Like a marble. Anyway. I'm glad you remember that, Punjord. I remember it. Well, because I was being filled in play by play on what was going on in the world of EverQuest PvP. I did not play on the PvP servers. I was scared. I couldn't even zone into Kunark zones without you know, getting PK'd by the trees. So I was definitely not feeling up to the task of playing on you know, Ralisek or Sullenzek, you know what I mean? These were terrifying prospects to me. But my friend Tree Rat, the one who introduced me to EverQuest, the one who even let me play on his account before I had my own, he was playing PvP, so he was telling me all about when they took out egg-shaped pumice, and if you still had egg-shaped pumice, how valuable they were becoming, because it was you know what I mean, nerfed thing, a pre-nerf legacy item. Panic ensured upon change, which vendors still sold them. Find in stock to give fellow flowers for their all erased from vendor inventories for. Yeah, it's so Yonderweiler. You remember some egg-shaped pumice moments too, huh? Okay. Well, nobody on P99 remembers, and that's why we don't have them. And you can probably, if my posts aren't deleted, you'd probably see me advocating for egg-shaped pumices 16 years ago on P99. You know what I mean? And getting no support. Not one other person backed me up on egg-shaped pumice. Now, you know what I mean? Maybe there's still time to make this right on some server. Somebody's gonna get it right. You didn't use them? Well, maybe Belly remembers. I don't know if I ever asked Belly if he remembers egg-shaped pumice. 16 years ago, I hadn't run into Belly yet. I knew who Belly was because of Tree Rat. Anyways, or Big Hugs. Some of you might have known him as Big Hugs. More focused on corpsing mage focus items, finding the few no drop cool items you could use on wizard. Let's see. Made it across West Karana. And you know what? It wasn't that bad, but I lost endurance on the run. Is that classic? Losing endurance while running. Project Zek. It's the newest thing on the block. Is then. You tried the Holgrish Mojo stick on a Lobiak Health and Bank? Yeah, Project Zek, Teams PvP. But it's in the alpha test right now, so we need... I say we. I keep saying we. Don't get it twisted. I'm not like involved in any you know, developmental role or anything like this. I say we as an EverQuest enjoyer who's enjoying this. We need more people, right? It's hard to have Teams PvP without players to fill these teams and be versus. You know what I mean? We're working on it. It's an off hour. It's very early. It's a weekday. There's several of us testing, and that's a great thing. You know, we need more, straight up. So if you wanna get in on this, popping a link in the chat right now. See this? Consider this your personal invitation to join the swamp. It's you know, it's a nice place. The water's fine. Come on down. You're gonna love it, and we'll get you plugged in. If you want to help test, even if you don't want to help test, we'll keep you up to date on, you know, the latest TikToks I'm posting. If we're doing something cool, I'll post about it. I think we gotta do some cool stuff this year. 2026. 2025 was a great year, right? For me. I mean, on Twitch, right? Like, that was my most consistent year. I really buckled in, locked in, clocked in, did 52 Thursday mornings, 52 Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fests in 2025. I batted 1,000. I said I would, and I did. I delivered. So that it was a great year. 2026, I'm trying to stand on the shoulders of 2025. I'm trying to face this year strong, tall, and ready. So with that in mind, 2025, we had some cool special events. You know, we did little themed stuff here and there. So whatever we did last year, we're gonna kick it up a notch. All right, Haddon is yellow to me. And he's not gonna like what I'm gonna do. Okay, he's got a freaking fishing pole. We're gonna leave him alone. I don't want the smoke. I don't want the smoke from Haddon right now. Not for a fishing pole. Maybe Pidgeon. I wouldn't mind killing Pidgeon, because that's like a necromancer. I have to go back. No! Fishing without a permit, right? I'm the game warden. Fecal finger painting. That's a good point. That's a good point. Hold on, I want to find Pidgeon. Pidgeon. I don't see him. I was running through here on Red 99 yesterday, in fact, and Pidgeon was up, and I got the glowing black stone. It's only like the second or third time I've ever seen that drop on Red. For me, I mean, over the course of many years, you know what I mean? I've killed Pidgeon dozens of times, so it's got to be a rare drop. It has to be. And what was interesting is I saw it in her hand. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could see it in her hand. I thought it would be like a glow thing. I thought I'd be able to tell by the glow. But she was not glowing. But she had the stone equipped, visibly. I thought that was interesting. Is that usually how it goes on P99? Or Pidgeon? Alright. Anyway, there's no Surefall port that I know of. Or it's sold somewhere else that I haven't gone. So I ran all the way from North Karana. We're going to cross Blackborough here. What a hideous map that is. Oh my god. I hate the in-game maps. I'm not going to lie. I know it's not the Project Zek developers' fault. It's Zeal. Zeal is the thing with the maps, and they're disgusting. They're so hideous. She holds it. Cool. Pacer Loco, what's going on? Just gonna start it over here. You know, on Thursday morning, I'm usually done by now. I'm usually all you know, already faced Norath, conquered Norath. I'm ready to go face the day. And act accordingly. But today, we're just getting started. It's freaking dark in here. Good thing I got a map, huh? I was talking shit. And this, I'm an elf. Imagine if I was a barbarian right now. You're just getting to? Oh yeah, just getting to it. It's you know, it's good to get up early. It's good to, you know, no better time than the present. Whew. Finally through that hallway. That was so freaking dark. Yeah. What Goblin said. We will get you pointed in the right direction. We want more people. It's on the TAC-P client, so it plays more like Quarm than P99, I would have to imagine. Right? I've never played Quarm. So I don't know. I'm only guessing over here. Would you say? Would you agree with me in this assessment? But yeah, it uses Zeal to fix some issues. They're still fine tuning that, I guess. They want to maybe limit the zoom, I hear, potentially. The zoom is wild with Zeal. The map is part of Zeal too, but that might be here to stay. I think I might be outvoted on that. I'm the only, old man shaking my fist at the sky about in-game maps. A lot of people like them. And you know me, I like to say, hey, we're all EverQuest enjoyers, People have these valid opinions and stuff. And then the same me goes on to rant and rave over how my opinion is the correct opinion, so it's like, it's complicated. It's complicated. Anyway, I wanted to come to this zone to look for mammoths. I'm thinking maybe charming some mammoths, having mammoths fight each other. It's not about if I can kill a mammoth. It's about if a mammoth can kill a mammoth. And I was saying this earlier. If you're trying to pit mammoth versus mammoth, I'm putting my money on mammoth every time. Easy money. Easy money on that one. So I think this will be great. If I can find some. And they're dark blue. Or higher. I'll fight red. I'll fight yellow. As long as they're level 33 or under, I can charm them. But, as a person who's played EverQuest a lot, I feel like it's just natural to crave dark blues. You know what I mean? Like that's the sweet spot. We all know that's the sweet spot. There it is. There's one. A big underground for mammoth fighting. Yeah. Easy money. Get one of these. You know what? Maybe I even get terrorize animal up. Maybe we terrorize him. And buff my pet. How about that? Now we're going to be really cooking. Keep that one scared. Keep my pet buffed. Oh, yes. Gonna track the same one, but I'm already liking this. Multiple dark blues on the track already. Oh, shit. Now the orcs are on me. Yeah. Terrorized Animal is almost too powerful. How long does this shit last? Your money's on the one with the tusks. Yeah. Lasts like a minute. Lasts almost a minute. I mean, I'm sure it'll wear off early sometimes like Charm does. But that seemed like a full 9 ticks to me. These orcs are just annoying. Eliminate them. Snare wore off what? This other mammoth. Uh-oh. I'm making a mess over here. Kill this. Oh yeah, tusks are money, right? Take some I need money. Now, I'm not sure if the barbarian vendor will even deal with me. But somebody will. Alright. I was going to say, what happened to that mammoth? I killed it. I have its tusk in my sewing kit. It's all coming back to me. Ooh, resist. Illegal gambling, trafficking of exotic extinct live animals, and poaching for profit. What a wild stream. Yeah, I know. And we're just getting started, Pacer Loco, if you can believe that. Are you sure about that? Hold on. Are you sure about that? There we go. Tusk cam. Alright, let's get back to the action over here. Got a low HP mammoth. Let's poach it. I'm surprised I was able to see my target. Oh, right. Okay, so line of sight did not interrupt me there. Because I started with line of sight. What's this guy doing? Who do you think you are, buddy? Alright, can I channel through 2 hits? No. 3 hits. Oh, gored me for 43. There's no chance. I'm eventually going to have to stop standing here and trying this. Okay. I just don't want this one to die while I'm far away. I'd like to kill this while I have no pet. I want all the XP. I'm greedy like that. There we go. Give me all that. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That's nice. Hey, cheers to that one. That was crazy XP. Okay. Now let's get a pet. Start beating up this other one. This is good. This is like what I wanted. Just a constant, steady stream of nonsense. Ice spike climbing. You know? Megafauna. There you go. There you go. Now I need a dark elf rogue named Kick. So, okay. Unfortunately, you can only be on one team on this server. So I'm good, guys. So I can't dark elf anything. I could maybe make like a wood elf rogue. And then I think, maybe? Not even sure about that. Maybe a barbarian, but then I could get the dark elf mask. Potentially, right? Would that work? Would that do it for you? Oh man, this is nice. Now we're testing. I was doing Oasis all morning. If I had been here all morning, oh man. Probably be level 27, 28. All right, test is being tested successfully. All right, let's see how much the pet steals, right? We saw how much crazy XP I got last time. Let's watch it. Let's watch it carefully. Right? 84%. 84.5%, let's call it. So with the pet dealing basically all the damage. I don't know if I had helped at all on this thing. Let's help a little bit. But I'm definitely not dealing 51%. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Okay, so I got like 3%. Not bad. Not pretty prosperous. Couple tusks. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Endangered my ass. These things are everywhere. The Dark Elf Rogue named Kingpin, a master disguise. Take the mask off only to find another disguise. I like the way you think, Pacer Loco. This is a good one. Oh, these mammoths are everywhere. I'm loving it. If I had a quad spell that, you know, wasn't level 5, I'd try quadding these things. There's enough of them. But I'm okay with this too. Let them beat each other up and I'm gonna nuke them both. Oh, Snowwork, you better not. Hell no. You didn't want that. Anyway. I'm having a lot of fun this morning. This has been a really fun, extra long Thursday Rise and Grind. Normally it's 2 hours. 2 hours jam-packed. Holy shit. Almost lost my pet. Oh, that was so close. That was so freaking close. Alright. I would love... Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't kill him. Oh, I had attack on. Shit. Lost my pet. I fucked that up. I mean, Hyde failed on me a couple times, fucking it up first, but then I fucked it up with the attack on, so we don't know if that one would have worked. It probably would have worked, you know? That was the one that would have worked. I didn't want to lose my life for this, though. Whoa. I got stuck in running backwards mode. That was crazy. I was trying to back my pet off, and it was walking, like, not anywhere far enough away. It's because I wasn't far enough away either. It wasn't working out. Maybe if I had the pet guard somewhere else first, maybe that's the way to do it, just in case I need to tell it to back off somewhere else. You know, I don't know. What I do know is I lost out on the XP for one of those. It was a shame. It was a real shame, but easy come, easy go. You know? Only killing one mammoth instead of 2. It's still killing a mammoth. Alright, last time we got 3%. For a dark blue. While having a pet steal some of the XP. Let's see what we get this time. Oh yeah, pets definitely steal XP. You saw how crazy that went? That was like 8-9%. That's why I was trying to, you know, end things a little early, but the hide just kept failing. Anyway, this shit's almost too easy. Like, I'm just gonna go do it again. Like, I don't have that much mana, but how much mana I really need? Nothing. Anyway, has there been any Hero's Journey lawsuit updates? Recent history. I meant to look into that before the stream this morning, but you know, before I have my coffee, every plan is not, you know, probably not happening. Once I have my coffee, then we can start talking plans. Where's this other mammoth? Close enough to track, so you'd think it'd be close enough to see. My shitty little druid track, but yeah, there he was, over the horizon. You know what I should have did when I was panicked about that thing killing my pet? I should have terrorized animal. That's what I should have done. Instead, I ran in between them and almost died. My mammoth died anyway. It's okay. Alright, I think I'll do this last pair here. We'll ding. We'll celebrate the ding. I know I'm... Listen, maybe I shouldn't count this egg before it's hatched, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about one of these two mammoths should ding me. Two of two mammoths. I feel like definitely. There's no problem. Yeah, my pet's like strong. Can I get him beat up a little bit? I don't think he takes max damage sitting. Maybe. See if I can tell. What happened? The other one's not attacking him anymore. Damn. Even with all that, he's still too strong. Oh, I'm so encumbered. Holy shit. Wonder. Alright. Like 99%. This other one's at 60 though. It's a lot. Find another one. Is this how it goes with every extinct animal? Somebody says, endangered my ass. They're everywhere. Right before realizing, like, wait, where'd they all go? That's sad. That's a sad thing. A sad thought. Maybe they got a long repop time. Yeah. There's like a million of them here before. Maybe like 8. That's still a good amount. Got a little more tracking range in business. Damn. Maybe it's a placeholder thing. Maybe I gotta kill orcs and snow leopards and all that stuff. Could be. Maybe I'm losing. Oh shit! Maybe. Maybe. I don't know if I was encumbered when I crossed West Karana though. Let's see. I have 8 of these. They weigh 10 pounds each, 80 pounds. Nah, I wasn't even encumbered when I ran across the Karanas. Maybe I'm losing more now. I'd say I'm losing the same amount. Like 1% per tick. That's an interesting thought though. I like the way you think. We gotta question these things. We gotta get to the bottom of it. It's worth testing more. I think there's a vendor around here, right? Jumping Bear, Stern Jumping Bear, or something like that. Let's go find that guy. Can't find any mammoths. This thing's slowly regenning while I'm running around too. Trying to wear it down. It's not happening. There we go. Mammoth. Finally. As long as I ding. I don't care which mammoth I kill. Oh, I tried to dot the wrong one. That was silly. I was like, I could have sworn it said my spell didn't take hold. It must have been the J-boots. Which, I mean, the J-boot will say that, but... Alright. Ding 27 coming up. Coming up. Very excited for this. Come on. There we go. Ding 27. Can I find another one quick? Alright. I'm going to save this guy for next time. Save some tusks to sell. Everybody that hung out today, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. It was extra long. Rise and grind. Oh yeah, let me celebrate. Hold on. Before I camp, hold on. I'm so all excited to ding. Do a little dance. A little cheer. Uh oh, is that mammoth on its way here? Oh shit! Tundra Jack! You saw him? You saw this guy coming? Uh oh. You saw that shit? That's scary. Oh my god. I'm trying to celebrate. I'm trying to dance. I almost died. I almost died dancing. I almost died cheering right there. Right? I've ruined my own lands. I will not ruin Tundra Jack's. He's going to make sure of that shit. I destroyed a mammoth tusk from my cursor right there just to try to lighten the load. Oh my god. Thank God for the map, because this is where I would die. I would get to this, what's it called? The canyons. And then I'd be cooked. That was so close. He was coming. I was worried about the mammoth. I was worried the mammoth was coming at me. The mammoth was just a little warning shot coming. The big bopper. DJ. Alright, we're gonna dance when we get to Hallis. How about that? I was about to get the raid going, right? We always end the stream with a raid, right? Let's finish strong. Today we still got a couple boxes to check before the end of the stream, right? I'm gonna do the traditional ding celebration, right? We cheer, we dance, we point at the camera and say, "Hey, you," we're gonna do all that stuff. That's still coming, and then we're gonna wrap it up and raid another channel, right? Show some love. I don't know who yet. I was about to start looking into that when Tundra Jack popped up in my freaking area. That was scary, honestly. I'm still a little scared. He's not on track. I'm probably, safe. But I'm not taking my finger off the strafe key right now. I'm running with all the buttons. We're running, we're strafing. We're mouse looking. We're doing all the stuff we gotta do. Get away from TJ. Big Tundra Jack. Didn't like what I was up to. Wanted to put a stop to my mammoth hunt. But listen, you could delay it. You're not going to stop me. You're just going to spook me off for a moment. I'm spooked off for a moment. I hope these guys like me. They don't love me, but they're going to tolerate me. I hope the vendors actually deal with me, though. Ugh, Apro. Okay, good. They don't like it, but they'll deal with me a little bit. They like me checking before I clear aggro. I'm bold like that. I'm brash like that. Like I said, they're not gonna stop me. That was a little crazy. Those lands are already ruined. Wow. Pacer Loco with the controversial statement. It's almost as controversial as when I said Lucklin is the Final Fantasy VIII of EverQuest. What happened here? Did I crash? I'm trying to do a dance. I'm trying to do a cheer. Okay, we made it. Woo! Woo! Okay. Where were we before so rudely interrupted? I was doing a little dance. I was doing a little cheer. And I was going to point at the camera and say, "Hey, you, yes, you, did you know that we're just getting started?" Okay, that's a little inside joke. We've been going for over 3 hours on a 2-hour stream. Every Thursday morning is the rise and grind, okay? I salute you. I'll hold my mug to you, Every Sunday, however, Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2026, Final Fantasy VIII. By that I mean it received a lot of hate, but it's a masterpiece. That's what I mean by that, Pacer Loco. It's a controversial statement. I know a lot of people hate on it. But it's I'm brave enough. I'm brave enough to say it. I'll say it. Final Fantasy VIII was a masterpiece. Okay, Lucklin, masterpiece. Lucklin graphics, the Lucklin models. No. I don't like those. I'm gonna shiver. I'm gonna shiver at that. Do another shiver for you. I don't. 7 would be hard to follow. Yeah, I think that was part of the problem here, right? It wasn't 7. Final Fantasy 8 had that big problem. It was not 7, right? Everybody loves 7. 8, amazing. 8 was amazing, straight up. Anyway, we're just getting started over here. I say as a joke because we're done. The stream, a 2-hour stream, been going on for over 3 hours. You know, but did you know that I have a Discord? I would love if you please join the Discord if you haven't already. Come on down. The water's fine. It's called the Swamp. It's the place to be. And we're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, so come on down. Did you know that I will fill your social media feed with EverQuest content in our Lord's Year 2026? I will do that. So check out at Chewy What a Wookie at your social media of choice. And yeah, I got big plans for this weekend. Okay, Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2026 number 2 come to you live this weekend. Okay, so I would be very appreciative if I see you there, and everybody who's been watching, hanging out, chatting in the Discord, playing games with me. Everybody, thank you so much. You know, couldn't do it without you, nor would I want to. And yeah, let's go raid somebody. Who can we go raid this fine morning? This fine Thursday. I'm feeling energized. I'm alert. I'm awake. Let's go find another streamer and wish them all the same. Let's see. Who's playing EQ? Hey, Blue Cow. Blue Cow. Celebrate pixel tribalism. Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, let's go say what's up to Black Bullet. Just started a stream on Quarm. Right? Let's go. Show him some love. Quarm, it's the same client as this one, right? So you're going to see a lot of similarities, I would say. And maybe some of the mechanics are going to be similar too. So, anyway, EverQuest, it's a wonderful game. Even if you're not playing PvP, there's still a lot to enjoy, right? I play PvP. But, anyway, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'll catch you next time.